One of these two is about to win $5,000 in cash and, more importantly, move on to represent the Midwest in the national finals for a chance to win this. Whoever is named the Ultimate Film Fanatic will win another $5,000 for a total of $10,000. But that's not all. You'll also get IFC. That's right. For one night, IFC is all yours. Play what you want, whenever you want. It's your channel. We just work here. That's an amazing prize, but only one of you can win. 6 entered, we're down to 2. Both of these players have proved they have excellent movie knowledge by surviving the first cut. Both have proved they have fanatic attitudes by surviving the great debate, but now only one will survive the obsession war. Each player has dug deep into their closet and brought with them 3 items from their personal collection that they feel makes them the ultimate film fanatic of the Midwest. Basically, this is just like war when you were a kid. You show off one of your obsession items, then you'll show off one of yours, and our panel will decide which item is more freakishly obsessive. Then Megan will award that player a star. It takes 2 stars to win. Okay, who won the coin toss backstage?
I did.
Julian, that means you'll go up first. Please present your first item.
Okay, January 27th, 1997, I woke up after months of thinking about this. I said, F this, I'm making this real, I'm making this permanent. I went to a tattoo parlor and got cinema tattooed on my arm to show my love of cinema.
Okay, Michael, what do you got?
When I was a kid living in La Mirada, California, I went to the La Mirada Mall and I played the Star Wars arcade game all the time. And I made a promise when I moved away from California that if I ever was able to afford it, I would find one of these and buy it. There was a guy in Michigan right down the street from where I lived that was selling a mint condition one. And I bought it, still couldn't afford it, still paying it off. Haven't paid several bills in several months. It's really going very badly, but I've got the game here and it works perfectly. And every time I walk in, I just smile and remember what it was like when I was 11 years old.
Okay, we've got Michael's mint condition Star Wars arcade machine versus Julian's cinema tattoo. Tracy Lords, you're the foreman this time. You guys huddle up and vote.
It's really difficult because we believe that anyone that doesn't pay their bills, buys a machine, and puts himself out that way is definitely a freak. To be a flesh freak is equally as freaky. I have to go with the flesh freak.
And I go with not paying your bills. That's excessive. That's freakish.
I'm gonna go with, because I get tattoos. Bunch of tattoos, it's a big deal, but I'm gonna go with not paying your bills.
All right, Michael, you drew first blood. You've earned the first star. Okay, Julian, you went first last time. That means Michael, you go next. Let's see what you got.
Big fan of the movie The Evil Dead, Sam Raimi's debut film. Through sheer fortune and everything, I got to meet a gentleman by the name of Tom Sullivan, who was the effects designer on the film. He did all the props and all the effects and everything, and he had done up a prototype of the original Book of the Dead that was used in the film. It's got the original hand-drawn artwork already in it, and it's autographed. It's authenticated by Tom Sullivan here, and it's made out of, well, I'm assuming it's not flesh, but it's good. And
okay, Julian, you're up. What do you got?
Spike Lee is a filmmaker that really got me interested more heavily into the world of cinema, in particular learning different directors and things of that nature. While I was in college, I worked hard enough to earn an internship. Went to New York to interview with 40 Acres and the Mules, Spike Lee's production company. I got there, did the interview, had to go back home to Detroit, got the internship, went to New York for the summer, worked on Crooklyn as a set PA on an internship for free, lived in New York, didn't get paid.
Okay, we've got the Book of the Dead from Evil Dead, signed by the actors, against the Spike Lee internship. Richard Roundtree, you're a foreman this time. You guys have to huddle up and...
We already did it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Both are very, very impressive. But I got to tell you, anybody who would go from Detroit to New York and work for free, is insane. It's way over the top. Julian.
All right. Julian, earn your first star. Tied up, 1 star apiece. It all comes down to this. Let's see what you got. Julian, please present.
Okay. One of the greatest gangster film, if not the definitive gangster film, is Scarface. Okay, Al Pacino's performance in that film has lived in the history of cinema and will go down as one of the best gangster films. So I grabbed 2 production stills from the film Scarface, make sure I had something to remember the film by, and then walking down the streets of my own city, I saw a shirt that I had to have. I told the guy that was wearing it, I'm like, I will give you $200 right now if you give me that shirt off your back. Did he give me the shirt? You tell me.
Okay, Michael, what do you got?
Dawn of the Dead is my favorite horror movie. It was shot in the Monroeville Mall in Pennsylvania. So being a horror fan, being of the horror religion, you have to make the pilgrimage to the Monroeville Mall in Monroeville, Pennsylvania to see where Dawn of the Dead was shot. When I saw that mall come up over that hill, it was just like, hello, thank you. And I went to the Suncoast Motion Picture Company in the mall, bought this copy of Dawn of the Dead, and this is the receipt showing that it was purchased in Monroeville, Pennsylvania at the Suncoast Mall back in 1994. So that's I got put on a mailing list, and that led to this amazing event happening here. I was at a convention, a Dawn of the Dead reunion convention in Cleveland. And this photo was taken right before we left. It was 2:30 in the morning. That's me, Scott Reiniger, Yoshi, the Buddhist monk from Japan, and my idol, George Romero.
We've got Dawn of the Deadapalooza against this Scarface shirt. Jason, you're now our foreman. You guys got to huddle up and discuss this.
All right. We're all going to agree with, what do you call it, Dawnapalooza or Deadapalooza? Is that what you said?
That's how I describe
We're
it.
going to go with Michael.
Oh, Michael! And the final star! You are the ultimate film fanatic of the Midwest! Come on over here, Michael! Come on over here! Awesome job! You did it! Here's your award! You get the $5,000 cash and the ass end of a statue. Not bad for a half hour's work. Now to get the top half that screws into that ass, you'll be coming back to our final show where you'll face off against our other regional winners from all over the country for a chance at an additional $5,000 and programming IFC for a night, and most importantly, bragging rights as the ultimate film fanatic of the entire United States. But for now, enjoy this statue. What do you have to say?
Oh, good Lord. I want to thank myself for not following the advice of my teachers, for not following the advice of my parents and actually doing my schoolwork and doing anything responsible with my life whatsoever. And I want to thank, well, nobody else. I did this all myself, and this is usually the point where they start playing the orchestra music, so I'm out.
And I want to thank my panel of celebrities, Tracy Lords, Richard Roundtree, Jason Mewes. Join us next time on The Ultimate Film Fanatic, and we'll be scouring another part of the country for more obsessive film fans. Until then, this is Chris Gore saying, leave the gun, take the cannoli.